everybody. How are you today? Welcome back to 9 Years in China with old Teacher Kenny. It's early in the morning here, and I'm about to play my mood music for this episode. Today we're going to talk about my first Christmas in China, and I got a little free copyright, free music to play. When I came to China, I really didn't think about the holidays and Christmas. You know, it's a communist country. I was really unaware of what they knew or didn't know about Christmas or any of the holidays. You know, it's a whole different world being in Asia. And when I got there, you know, I never talked to the students much about Christmas. And, well, we got on some discussions about holidays a little later, and like an English corner, you know, I'd tell them about how we did things when I was really young, you know, compared to when I was older, you know, the way Christmas goes in America, you know, going to grandma's house out in the country and all this kind of stuff. But as it got close to Christmas, I go into the supermarkets, and you'd see some evidence of Christmas in the big the supermarkets, you know, because everything in China is multi-tiered. So you go on one floor maybe where there's clothes, and you'd see Santa, Grandfather Christmas. You know, my kids would say Grandfather Christmas. And you'd see some little like snowmen and some decorations on the wall. Not heavy, but enough to know that something was going on. Now later, as I cover Christmas, maybe later in this series of videos, it changed a lot. Christmas became a bigger deal. And in each city, if it's a little bigger or has some good shopping, big shopping malls or whatever, Christmas becomes a theme. And it also gives China another reason to market and try to get money out of the people. So Christmas became a bigger deal. It became a market thing. But right after we did our semester testing, and it was cold. If you remember my video talking about how cold it was, and it was cold in Fuyang. And the week of Christmas, I remember Christmas Eve, we had an early program. Some singing and things, and you know, it was really weird. For some reason, I didn't get to do a Christmas song, and I've been going around Fuyang doing Christmas songs, you know, and just singing, play my old guitar. But anyhow, we had a Christmas program, and we had talked about after the program. Me and a bunch of the students would all come to my house, and you know, whatever I had there, you know, cola and whatever to drink and snacks. I bought snacks, and so we'd sit around talking. And I had 5 of my girls from one class. They decided that after hearing my Christmas stories that they wanted to be a part of a real Christmas. And I told them how we would wake up early in the morning and open presents and take pictures and whatnot, and I had a little tree, and I've got pictures of some of this stuff, so I'll show you at the end of the video. But I had a little bitty Christmas tree, you know, one of the students had bought for me, and but my students decided they wanted to stay, and I had a big separate bedroom. But still, how 5 of them managed to stay in that one bed in that room, I don't know. I think they probably stayed up all night watching TV on my computer. But we had really good plans for Christmas Day, you know, making breakfast and lunch and all this kind of stuff. Now, what they didn't know, like I told them, I wanted this Christmas, I wanted to give my students some form of a real Christmas. And the students that were closest to me, you know, 12 or 15 that were always at the house, I went out and I bought these little gloves for everybody. I bought these really cute little, they call them shotao. I bought these little gloves for all of them, and I figured out mostly I figured out who would get what, and some of the people I couldn't decide, so I let them choose. But I always wake up really, really early, so when I got up, first thing I did, I went and put the little gifts under the tree, and so that way when they woke up, they would, just like in America. And we had, I can't remember how many people came over for breakfast, but Christmas morning, I got up early and I got myself around and shaved and looked all dashing. And when the students started getting up, they get up and get their, we get something to drink, and they all sat around the Christmas tree because they saw that something was under the Christmas tree. And so as they got up, I gave them their gifts, and we had more coming. The other students were coming from the dorms, which were maybe 300 yards away. So they made a dash for my house, and I finished giving out the little gifts to these first group of students. So anyhow, they were all happy. And Cherry, I'll find the gift where I showed, you've seen Cherry in some videos, and I got a picture of her. She wanted a little stuffed puppy. So I remember I had to go out and buy a little stuffed dog for Cherry because she wanted something that, she could hold at night and sleep with or whatever. So everybody got gloves except for Cherry. And so anyhow, we had our breakfast, and that was probably, like I said, that was a dozen people in my apartment already. And after we had breakfast, more students came over, and they're all wishing me, Merry Christmas. And they're bringing, in China, it's a big deal to bring apples and oranges, and they put them in a little box, a little Christmas-looking box. And so I got lots of apples and oranges for Christmas. And the students got to cooking away, getting ready for lunch. And they wanted to make their Chinese dishes, the easiest ones for them to make, they take tomato and scrambled egg and make some kind of dish out of it. I can't do that kind of stuff. But anything with potatoes, I'm good. And I fried a little bit of chicken. We had some chicken, and we ended up having a big lunch because my other adult friends from Fuyang come in, and my friend Lisa that I'd almost squashed on a bus, and that's another story. But it was very, very family kind of Christmas, because I had no idea what to expect. And like I said, I had to tell my students stories about Christmas because they're always eager to learn our culture and things. But I had a really wonderful day with those kids. And like I said, I got some pictures, and I'll show some pictures. But that first year, it was special to me, but Christmas hadn't really become what it is in China now. Each succeeding year after I'd been in China, I could see Christmas becoming more marketable. For one, Chinese businessmen caught on, and old people don't. China old people don't care about Christmas. They don't. But the young people gives them excuses to do more, gives them excuses to buy things, and they get caught up in all the fluff of Christmas. But anyhow, what I was trying to get out of the story is what I was trying to do with my my students, and trying to give them some kind of a classic form of Christmas as best that I knew how. And to this day, when I talk to them, we talk about, having Christmas at my house. But anyhow, you'll get to see some pictures, and it should give you an idea of what it was like. But later on, our Christmas stories will be a little bit more intense, maybe, okay? But I hope you enjoyed this little video, just me talking about Christmas. It makes you feel good, So, ho, ho, ho. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and we got something else coming up next, okay? So I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.